Welcome to Full Court Press. Tonight's basketball coverage comes to you from Big Bend Community College, where the Vikings are set to take on the Columbia Basin Hawks. You're watching I-Fiber1 Sports, and it starts now.
Broadcasting live from I-Fiber1 Communications HD studio, this is I-Fiber1 Sports.
Come down to the last few seconds. He shoots. He scores. They take the lead and the win. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick. This is my partner, Cody Johnson. We're here at Big Bend Community College for two basketball games here tonight between the Vikings and the Columbia Basin Hawks. Should be a real good contest here tonight with a couple of talented teams out on the floor, Cody.
Yeah, you know, it's always exciting when Columbia Basin College comes in here. It's a tough place for them to play. Big Bend always gives them trouble.
Definitely, and both are real competitive in the NWAC East Region Conference this year, really neck and neck in the standings. Lady Vikings are 3-1 and 13-5 overall. Big Bend comes into tonight's contest having split road games over the weekend. Lady Vikings lost a gut-wrenching 77-75 overtime game to Blue Mountain College on Friday, then bounced back big with a win over the Lady Chuckers, 90-59. We're going to pause right here for a moment for our national anthem. Well, we're just moments away from the start of tonight's contest, and like we alluded to earlier, it should be a barn burner as Columbia Basin comes into this game 4-0 and atop of the league standings.
Yeah, I think they're ranked 1 right now in the entire conference. And, you know, they were loaded last year with injuries. They had a lot of freshmen play, and expecting all those players to come back and start again for them, that's not the case. They had some transfers that come in from Division II, so they are deep.
So we're going to have the teams identified here in a moment, but yes, talent up and down the bench on both sides here tonight. So looking for a good contest.
And, you know, it is a homecoming for one player on the Columbia Basin squad. Kelsey Yenny graduated from Ephrata High School, played her freshman ball down there at Columbia Basin, her second year, and one of the starters and team captain. I understand that a lot of the Ephrata High School girls team have come out tonight to help support Kelsey.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, nice to be able to come back and get a good reception, you know, in your hometown, basically in the Columbia Basin here.
She was a favorite player of mine when she was at Ephrata High School, and everybody really. Just a terrific young lady.
Again, this should be a good one, so sit back, relax in your easy chair, grab something to eat, your favorite beverage, and we're going to get this game underway here.
Now, Big Bend, they've been shooting very well from the outside, Bob. I would expect to see that again tonight. Last year they had maybe one or two players who could get hot, but they've got a few more this year. And really, that's kind of been their bread and butter. If they can get some good looks, they're going to give Columbia Basin a run for their money tonight.
Definitely, and they're real strong on the boards too as well. But yes, Coach Wilkes has often mentioned that their three ball really gets them going. So we'll see if that jump starts in here tonight.
And that reminds me, we need to say hi to his daughter, who's watching down there at BYU. She's a freshman down there.
Maddie?
Yeah, and she, of course, played her basketball at Moses Lake High School.
So Columbia Basin gets the tip to start the ball game. And good, tough defense by the Lady Vikings right off the bat.
Wide open look.
That's Sydney Mercer for three. And Big Bend, in their effort to get the ball up court quick, has a turnover there as the ball goes out of bounds. So Columbia Basin will bring the ball back up court and try to get their offense set.
Christina Marlott, keep your eye on her. She will come away with 3 or 4 steals a game. And on a good night, does a lot better than that. One of the shorter players you're going to see throughout the NWAC. But I tell you what, she is fast and quick.
So we've got full court pressure here by the Hawks now, and Big Ben having a little trouble getting the ball up court, but do.
Christina, she'll slow it down now and get an offense going.
Elizabeth LaRue with the ball. Over to Aubrey Vale. Back up top now to Marlett. And that's a three-point attempt. The shot's going to be no good, but she got hacked there. Knocked to the floor.
And it's, that's another thing about her height is it's really easy for teams to foul her. And she goes to the free throw line a lot.
Well, she'll be there for 3 shots right now as she was fouled in the act of shooting from behind the arc. So we'll see how well she hits those. And the first one is good for Big Ben's first point of the night.
It's interesting. We talked about it last year, but she was basically not even a walk-on. Coach Wilkes had met with her mother and said, you need to take a look at my daughter. She's, 5'1". And, of course, Coach Wilkes was saying, yeah, okay. And he gave her a tryout, and she made the team and ended up being a starter last year.
Elizabeth LaRue goes to the floor hard there for Big Bend. Looks like she's shaken up a bit, but gets up and tries to walk it off. And Marlette did hit 2 of her 3 free throws, so that gets the Lady Vikings within 3-2. Looks like LaRue's all right. And there's a
wide open look, but couldn't finish that one.
And that's Jamette pushing the ball up court for the Lady Vikings. Nice spin, turnaround move, but can't get the roll. But
there's a steal
by the steal.
Yeah, that's her first one tonight. Probably not going to be the last.
Nope. Jamette's 3-point attempt rattles out. She hustles down court to try to block that shot, and looks like she might have got a piece of the Hawks player's arm there.
Yeah, Kelsey Yenny will go to the line, and that's your Ephrata gal.
She makes the first one. 4-2 Hawks.
And keep your eye on her around the three-point line. She is deadly. After she graduated the Columbia Basin High School All-Star game, she came in second place in the three-point contest.
Should be exciting to watch her then tonight. So does make the free throws, and that puts Columbia Basin up 5-2. And we had a block call go against the Hawks. It's their first foul of the night. Second foul, second foul. Lady Vikings have 1 team foul. They're trying to work a little weave there up top, the Lady Vikings. Nice pass down low.
Nice kick out for an open 3. Couldn't finish it though. And Bob, you can tell these two teams, they know each other. They were well aware of what this game was going to be. Last year it came right down to the last shot when they came in here to play big band.
Got a jump ball called here, and the possession arrow favors the Vikings. So that'll be Riley Jamette inbounding the ball for Big Bend. Aubrey Vale now trying to bring it up court. And the Lady Vikings do a pretty good job of breaking that press. We got a kick ball on the Hawks, so it'll be Big Bend's ball.
Kind of a close game so far. Columbia Basin 5, Big Bend 2. But watch out. I mean, either one of these teams can just go on a roll and just rattle off 10 or 12 points in a short time. LaRue
shot a little flat there and bounces off the rim, and that's Mercer with the rebound. And there's a nice move to the bucket. And 2 points by Courtney Nielsen for Columbia Basin. 7-2 Hawks. And there's a three-pointer there from LaRue. For Big Bend, 7-5 now, gets the Lady Vikings within 2.
Nice behind the back dribble.
And a good defense.
Well, Columbia Basin always seems to put together a strong team every year. Of course, pulling from the Tri-Cities area. They don't tend to lose a lot of players to other community colleges. A lot of those players like to stay home. And they always seem to be able to reload every year.
That's another bucket there for Courtney Nelson, excuse me. So that puts Columbia Basin up now, 9-5. 16 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Vale gets the ball back to Marlette. Marlette dribbles over to the wing, tries to penetrate to the hoop. She's cut off at the baseline. That won't be a shooting foul, though.
Yeah, and like I said before, it's easy to foul that young lady. She's not that tall, but she is so quick. And, I mean, just flat-out speed, yes, but she's got quickness that is unbelievable.
So that's Vale getting the ball in to Marlette, and she sets the Lady Vikings offense up here. And a screen from Sorensen. And Jamette with the dribble and drive, and a dish off to Sorensen, who gives it down underneath the Vale, but she can't hit the layup. And Jamette runs down the loose ball for Big Bend.
Boy, Big Bend doing a good job working for a nice shot. Making Columbia Basin work hard on defense.
Yeah, actually altered Jamette's layup there, and she took an extra step, so she was whistled for the travel. So turnover, Lady Vikings. And there's a pull-up jump shot by Shannon Bland, no good, and a put back by Alicia Jones is good. 11-5, Columbia Basin, and a steal by the Hawks. Pull-up jumper is good by Yenny.
And that's her second bucket.
Biggest lead of the night right now, 13-5, favors the Hawks. 15 minutes to go in the first half of play. And Big Ben's offense is sputtering here early. That might get him going with that jump shot there by Marlette. 13-7. Big Ben trailing. The dish off to Jones, but she can't handle it. But Nelson runs the ball down, and a three-point shot there by Sierra Hayhook. No good.
Oh, and that's going to go out of bounds. Boy, they fought hard for that rebound, too.
Lady Vikings look just a little out of sync here tonight.
Yeah, well, you know, it's they knew it was going to be a tough game, and they're really both teams are battling right now, and I don't think either one of them is really settled in to what they do best.
That's a nice drive to the hoop there by Hannah Depew, but can't get the ball to roll in the hoop. And Riley Jamet makes a move to the basket. She's cut off. Good defense. Kicks back out to Vale for the, or excuse me, LaRue for a three-point attempt. No good.
Oh, and didn't get back quick enough on defense, and that'll be another quick bucket for Columbia Basin.
Good transition score there. It puts Columbia Basin up 15-7. Got another block foul going against the Hawks.
Looks like Christina Marlotte maybe took a knee to the thigh there. Kind of got up. Looked like that left leg was just a little bit sore.
She's going to have to keep moving because once you kind of get stable there.
Yeah, you don't want that to tighten up on you.
Mm-hmm.
And she rarely does stay in one spot anyway, so I don't think that's going to be a problem.
A couple of substitutions in there for Big Ben. We've got Sam Orm and Julie Bonner in the game right now for the Lady Vikings. Strong move to the hoop, and that's going to be a bucket and a block foul going against, can't see her number there, Tasha Huff.
Tasha Huff, yep, that's going to be her second.
The bucket is good. Can't quite see her number there on the line. 35. Is that Olivia Dietz?
It looks like part of the numbers peeled off the back of her jersey there. I think it's 32.
Yeah, that might be.
Hannah Depew.
She completes the three-point play, so 18-7 now. Columbia Basin. And that ball goes out of bounds off the Hawks, so Big Bend will maintain possession. 24 seconds on the shot clock. 13 and a half minutes to go in the first half of play here.
And Columbia Basin will get it back with the arrow possession in their favor.
That's good hustle there by Ross to tie up the ball and create a turnover for Big Bend.
Yeah, now Lady Vikes are down 18-7, but you know that's really nothing. They can come back, and they have come back from bigger deficits.
Definitely, but you can't afford to fall too far behind here in the first half.
No,
so.
Especially to a team like this. I mean, you know, watching these teams play over the years, it goes in waves. Momentum will shift, and I've seen it the other way too. You know, Big Bend up by as many points, and it goes right back and forth.
15 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Vikings, and Orm's going to lose control of that, and the ball will go out of bounds, and that's a turnover, and Hawks will bring the ball up court. So it looks like Kelsey Yinny's going to sit down for Columbia Basin, and Brenda Bingham coming in to replace her there.
Might have got away with the travel there, but ends up being another bucket for the Lady Hawks.
And that's 2 points, another two from Depew, so 27 now, 20-7, Columbia Basin. That's a nice pull-up jump shot there by LaRue for the Lady Vikings' 9th point of the first half. Pass down low there to Jones. She makes a move to the hoop, and she's going to go to the free throw line, and she was fouled there by Huff. Couple of quick fouls there.
Yeah, you kind of get the sense at this point if Lady Vikings can settle down just a little bit, cut down on some of these turnovers, they might be able to shift gears and get some more points on the board.
Well, that is kind of the difference right now is the turnovers, and each team, you know, if we've got 14 fouls for the Hawks and 3 for Big Bend, so pretty even there. Looked like she was
Marlotte was looking for a push there, and she kind of did get a little nudge out of bounds, but I don't think the official really was able to catch that from the angle he was at.
Nice defense there by LaRouche, who taps the ball away from Columbia Basin. And Alyssa Jones is starting to heat up here for Columbia Basin. That's her third bucket of the ball game. Looks like we're going to get a break in the action as Coach Wilkes has seen enough here, calls a full timeout. So we're going to take a commercial break and be back after this.
Hi, I'm Chuck DeMuerler, the new manager at Furniture West. Furniture West has been a part of the Moses Lake community for over 30 years. My team and I have expanded our inventory to meet our customers' needs. We have over 100 recliners in stock. We have a fantastic sleep center with dozens of mattress choices from the best brands in the business. Come see our great kids section with some of the most fun kids furniture you will find anywhere. We are your source for power reclining furniture. Check out our new selection today at 117 West Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4- or all-wheel drive. So when roads are a challenge, we have your answer with great limited time savings, including the best-selling RAV4. Right now with APR financing as low as 0%. Or go for the larger Highlander with $1,000 cash back or the same 0% APR. Both ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4- and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Columbia Basin has really come out and made a statement here early, up big right now, 24-9 over the Lady Vikings here, with just about half of the first 30 minutes expired here.
Yeah, just about 11 and a half minutes left here in our first half, and that is a little uncomfortable for head coach Preston Wilkes, down by 15 with only 9 points on the board, and that's really the thing. And they have more turnovers than points at this, halfway through the first half.
And there was another one there, but fortunately, it didn't come back to bite him as Marlett came away with a steal for Big Bend. I don't know. I was thinking 30-minute halves there. I don't know what I was thinking, but you're right. 20 minutes.
We still have football on the brain, don't we?
Definitely. Scramble for the ball, and Columbia Basin comes up with it. Jones over on the wing there to Bingham, and she's going to get whistled for a charge.
Yeah, that'll even up the fouls a little bit.
Fifth foul looks like on the Hawks, and Lady Vikings with 3. 24-9, Big Bend trailing with 10 minutes 47 seconds to go in the first half. Bonner with the penetration, but cut off there by Jones.
Columbia Basin is so tall that, once Big Bend has driven into the key, sometimes they're getting trapped. And they need to avoid that. Before they get into that trap situation, you either get the ball up, put it up for a shot, or kick it back out for a good look at a 3.
And in their rush to get a shot off there before the shot clock expired, down to 1 second.
Yeah.
Marlett was whistled for a travel there. She was trying to make a move to the hoop. (24-9), Big Bend trailing, 10 minutes to go in the first half. Nice move across the key, left-handed layup won't go in.
Jessica Sorensen with a nice rebound there.
I believe she leads the team in rebounds.
Yes.
This year, and was a real force even last year on the boards for Big Bend.
Yeah, she averages more than 9 boards a game, and is actually 7th in the entire NWAC. Total of 32 teams comprise the conference.
Pretty impressive. 24-9, stuck on that score for a couple of minutes here. Shot no good by Big Bend, rebound. Columbia Basin, nice effort there by Sorensen to save the ball, but that's what happens when you save it underneath your opponent's basket.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate there. 26-9, Hawks.
Nice baseline pass. They'll kick it back out, and still looking for an open shot.
That's a three-point attempt off the rim there by Vale. Rebound Big Bend. kick it out front and start again, but Jamette didn't waste any time there, firing up that three-pointer.
Had a good look, and she fired it off. And Big Bend really needed that one.
Definitely. 26-12 now. Big Bend trailing. Just under 9 minutes to go in the first half. Good defensive effort there by Vale. Looks like she got her arm pinned on the floor there. All right. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Hawks. There's a shot from the corner there by Ross, no good. And rebound Orm for Big Bend. Bonner trying to set the Lady Viking offense in motion here. Makes a move around, a nice screen by Sorensen, and she's blocked as she drives the baseline. That's going to be the 7th team foul, looks like, on the Hawks, so Bonner will go to the line for 1-and-1.
And looks like we'll have a couple players check back in for Columbia Basin. Courtney Nelson comes in with Sierra High Eagle.
Nothing but net on that first attempt there by Bonner. 26-13 Columbia Basin. And that one rims up, and a strong rebound by Sorensen. Kicks it back out to Orm for three. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Columbia Basin. You can tell they're just trying to get into that rhythm there, you know, even with a quick shot, firing it up, just trying to.
Yeah, they're gonna. You'll see them battle. You'll see them battle the entire night, and you almost get a sense the momentum is starting to shift in their favor too.
There's a nice screen by Sorensen, but no call as she was brushed back. Good defense by Columbia Basin. Not allowing Lady Vikings to penetrate. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Long three.
And no good, and Columbia Basin comes away with the rebound, pushes the ball up court. And we've got a carry whistle against Bingham there. Turnover Hawks. Well, Columbia Basin has cooled off here a little bit as well, just scoring, 2 points over the last 2 or 3 minutes here. So Big Ben could just get a couple of buckets here. They'll be right in it.
Yeah, and, you got to be happy defensively. I mean, Columbia Basin, they only have 26 points, right, and they have put up a lot more than that on a few other occasions.
Definitely. And Jessica Sorensen, she goes to the floor hard there. Sierra High Eagle there with the foul.
That's going to be her third.
3 quick fouls, in the first half. Sorensen makes the front end of the 1-and-1. It looks like High Eagle will take a seat. Second shot by Sorensen rims out.
Big Ben quick to get back on defense this time.
Sorensen with the defense, but that's a nice move and a bucket there by Lindsay Oswald.
Yeah, nice turnaround shot off the glass.
28-14 Hawks. Orm down low there to Sorensen, can't get the roll. Lacey French pushes the ball up for Columbia Basin, gets it down low there to Oswald, and shot over. Jamette is no good. And Riley tries to save that ball from going out of bounds, and we've got a whistle going against the Hawks.
Yeah, got a little help going out of bounds there, and so Hawks, that's going to be their 9th team foul. Only 3 for Big Bend.
That's pretty big here because, again, one more foul, and Big Ben will be at the line for 2 in the double bonus in 7 minutes almost, just under.
Yeah, that could pay off for the Lady Vikes here.
But it'll accomplish two things, you know, if they'll get to the line quite a bit there, and it'll save time on the clock. So, yeah, you're right. It's the right formula right now for Big Bend.
Well, we've seen some good basketball here this week, haven't we?
It's been pretty good, yeah, throughout most of the season, and we've been lucky to be a part of it. So, a couple of free throws there.
The Soap Lake game last night, the ladies, that was one of the more exciting games I've seen probably in a couple of years.
Yeah, it can't get any closer than that, and I just don't know how they got that bucket off, or the inbounds pass, and the bucket off with 1 second to go. And
if you missed it, Soap Lake was able to upset Moses Lake Christian Academy 51-50. And there's a whole lot of things that went right for the Lady Eagles, and kind of the opposite toward the end there for the Christian Academy. But very exciting game to call. Nice three-point bucket.
That's a bucket by Jamette, and Coach Wilkes wanted a timeout quickly and emphatically jumps out onto the court to make his point known here. It's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay here, but Big Bend's able to cut into that lead a little bit, trailing 30-19 right now. So
yeah, you got to be happy about that, because they were down by 14, and Columbia Basin had doubled their point total, 30-19, 11-point lead. They're on the right track here heading into halftime.
Well, and again, that game last night between Moses Lake Christian Academy and Soap Lake is, kind of tough on the Lady Lions, as they had a short lineup there, and they only had 6 players and to start the ball game, and ended up with 3 at the end of the contest.
It was funny because, I talked to the coach before the game and asked her, are you worried about foul trouble? No, not at all. We're doing really good with fouls. It only ended up with half their team on the court when it was said and done.
Definitely upper hand there to Soap Lake, and when you've got 5-on-3, there's definitely 1 or 2 people open, and that inbounds pass came right into Marissa Brooks. She laid it off the glass, and Eagle fans went home happy last night, that's for sure.
Well, and their scoreboard doesn't show tenth of a second, so you don't know,
right.
But you gotta give them credit. That was a good win for them.
There's a 3-point attempt from Orm, no good. Sorensen runs down the rebound, gets it over to Jamette on the wing. 30-19, Columbia Basin with 5 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the first half.
And Christina, she'll slow her down and get an offense going. Oh, another turnover by the Lady Vikes, and they'll pick up the foul.
And that kind of often happens there, when you turn the ball over and you make a desperate effort to try to reach back in and get it. And Jamette there whistled for the reach. Only the 5th team foul, though, for Big Bend.
Yeah, they're in good shape. Boy, nice shuffle underneath there to get that last bucket.
It's like Big Bend had the numbers there, but just couldn't quite get to the hoop, and then kick it back out to Jamette for another 3-point shot attempt, no good. And a tough defense there again by Columbia Basin creates another turnover on Big Bend. And a shot there by Oswald rolls off the rim.
Oh, can she save it? And she does.
Good effort by Sorensen. Marlette kicks it back out to Jamette, and good thing she's out on the floor there for the Lady Vikings, because she's pretty much all their offense here.
Yeah, 11 points. And boy, that was a nice looking shot too.
32-22, Columbia Basin. Sorensen with the rebound. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Jamette again, just off the mark.
Didn't quite get squared up to the basket on that last shot, but it was close.
Nelson with the rebound for the Hawks, and we've got a timeout here called. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, Columbia Basin, so we're going to step away for a commercial break and be back after this.
My mom was never comfortable in any of her chairs. Getting in and out of them was hard on her joints. We found a solution at In-Home Medical. They have a great selection of lift chairs. Many cost less than national brand recliners. Some even featuring heating and vibration for added comfort. They can take her from a flat sleeping position to nearly standing. We found everything she needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Well, Big Bend has made a little bit of a run here to get back in this ball game, trailing 32-22, and just about 5 minutes to go, maybe just under 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes 58 seconds. I'll get it straight here. I'm waiting for that scoreboard clock to come back up. So
you got to feel good. I mean, they got that lead whittled down to just 10 points.
They get a couple of stops here and a bucket. Be real big for the Lady Vikings. A three-point attempt there by Shannon Bland, no good. Rebound, Big Ben. Marlett pushing the ball up court, dishes back to Huff. Huff to LaRue, and now back to Marlett. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Good ball movement by the Lady Vikings. They just got to find a way to get it down low there.
And, you know, they're showing some good patience. They've kind of forced it a few times here already in the first half. Nice looking shot. Ooh.
Looks like Bale shuffled her feet there before she got it off. At least that's the call. 32-22, Big Bend trailing. 3 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the first half.
Big Bend still haven't been able to draw that 10th foul against Columbia Basin. But still over 3 minutes left.
Marlett comes up with the steal. This is back to Huff, but Huff loses the ball. And a nice move there. And a left-handed layup by Shannon Bland. 34-22, Columbia Basin. Sorensen all alone down low. Nice lead pass there from Marlett. 34-24. Big Bend trailing. We got a 30-second timeout. Columbia Basin. We'll just keep it here. So a couple of things, you know, noticing with the Big Bend defense. I think Coach Preston Wilkes, you know, will probably have to talk to the gals there during the halftime. But Columbia Basin has been able to work the ball down low quite a bit. Yeah. And get a few easy buckets there over Sorensen. So I'm surprised that that's working so well for the Hawks.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that to be productive the entire night, though. Really, the story is, and you and I were talking about it early on, but the turnovers by the Lady Vikes is what has really given Columbia Basin that big lead. And it still seems to be a problem, you know, throughout this whole half.
2 minutes, 35 seconds ago, and there's a drive to the hoop there that the ball rolls off the rim. Tough luck shot there for Nelson. It looked like a two-point attempt there by Huff. And we've got a turnover, Columbia Basin. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the first half of play. Big Bend trailing 34-24. Orm will inbound the ball for the Lady Vikings. Better get it in quick. Gonna have a 5-second. Barely beat that count.
Yeah.
Marlett sets up the offense for Big Bend. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 2:10 on the game clock. 34-24, Columbia Basin. That's a long distance shot there by Marlett. Rims out.
She can normally hit those.
Hannah Depew, coast to coast, doesn't get the roll. Rebound Orm. Minute 48. Orm taking it coast to coast. Pulls up for the shot, doesn't get the roll. Sorensen with a strong rebound and a putback, and that bucket's going to count.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered there for the Lady Vikes.
Good looking layup there, left-hander.
And that's going to be their 10th team foul too.
Yeah, I was surprised, like you said, they didn't get that earlier. It's unfortunate because time's nearly out in the first half, but nonetheless, that is their 10th foul, and that's Sorensen on the line to try to complete the three-point play for Big Bend. And the ball rims out. Rebound, Nelson. Kicks it over to Yenny. Back to Nelson for the three-point attempt. Little strong. Yenny with the rebound, goes up for the shot. She's fouled. It looks like that's going to go against Aubrey Vale.
Well, they've got it down to just an 8-point spread here. Of course, Yenny, she's a very good free throw shooter.
All of the Lady Hawks have done pretty well right now from the charity stripe here in the first half. So yeah, pretty good free throw shooting team. She makes her first one, nails the second one as well. 36-26, back to a double-digit lead for the Hawks. Minute 23 to go in the first half. Marlett tries to get the ball down low and does it to Sorensen. Turnaround jump shot short. Rebound, French. Ball up court to Ross. Ross over to Depew. Depew pulls up for an 8-footer in the middle of the key and sinks it. 38-26. Big Ben trailing. Under a minute now to go in the first half. "16 seconds on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock." Marlett, nice pass down low to Sorensen, kicks it over to the corner. Back up top now to Vale for a three-point shot, no good. Orm runs down the rebound.
Boy, nice job giving them a second chance. Ooh, and another turnover.
Steal by Nelson there. Move to the hoop by Depew. She's going to be fouled by LaRue. 23 seconds to go in the first half. And Depew will be shooting 2 free throws here. That one rims out. Alicia Jones back into the ball game here for Columbia Basin, and Nelson takes the seat. Second free throw is good. 39-26, Columbia Basin. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Shot clock off. Big Ben will hold it for the last possession here. Vale to Orm. Trying to get the ball to Sorensen. She's guarded well.
Boy, if they can get a bucket here to end the half, that would be a big boost for this team. And they're not going to do it.
It looked like Ross got a piece of Marlett's shot there, so that's going to do it for the first half of play. Columbia Basin up comfortable right now, 39-26. We've got a break in the action, so we're going to step away and hear some words from our sponsors and be back after this.
DQ $5 lunch. I'm really into it. One thing I can't decide. Is it chicken strips, fries, and a drink with a free sundae, or do you get a sundae with free chicken strips, fries, and a drink? Trick question. Both answers are correct.
Exactly, Sam. It's Fananomics. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. The $5 lunch, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Give your car the bath of a lifetime at Glass House Car and Dog Wash. Our personal attendants will focus on your vehicle's needs, and our new touchless technology guarantees the best wash possible. And as always, our tire scrubbers and rim spray will increase the life of your tires and leave them gleaming. Water spots don't fly here. We will hand dry your vehicle every time. Get in, get out, get clean at the Glass House Car and Dog Wash, located at 914 North Stratford Road in Moses Lake.
Love Quiznos Floasted subs.
You mean toasted?
No, I mean floasted. They toast it to bring out the sub's awesome flavor. So, flavor, toasted, floasted. It's my genius new catchphrase.
Yeah. This is so floasted. Exactly.
Get floasted with Quiznos' new bourbon steak sub. Black Angus steak and smooth bourbon sauce. Quiznos, toasty.
Doc, your 1 o'clock's here, but our network is down. What do you want me to do?
I just noticed. Call JL Computers. He's probably already on it.
Computer systems and networks are not only vital to doing business, they are often the key to efficiency and profitability. At JL Computers, we offer continuous monitoring of your system and provide immediate support when something goes wrong. Call today and talk to our certified technicians about your needs.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you, which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, well, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires good to have?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Been a pretty a good, exciting first half of play here at Big Bend tonight. Lady Vikings are a little bit off their game offensive-wise as they trail 39-26 at the break. Big Bend is one of the higher-scoring teams in the NWAC East Region Conference, so fully expect them to make the correct adjustments at the half and come back out and get back in this ball game. One thing that they need to really stop is the low post offense that Columbia Basin has been able to, use pretty effectively throughout the first half of play here and get a lot of, buckets down low in the key. So that's one thing Coach Wilkes, I'm sure, will be talking to the team at half, Cody.
Yeah, and just kind of going through the stats, it's pretty much what you would expect. 15 turnovers for the Lady Vikings versus just 7 turnovers for Columbia Basin. And, they're only down by 13 points. If you can cut those turnovers maybe even in half, you're not going to get rid of all of them, but, cut it down to 7-8 maybe for the second half, I think you're looking at a different game.
Well, and I don't know if I heard you or didn't hear you, but the three-point percentage-wise is a little down, I think, for Big Bend. Is they've only hit 4 of 16 shots, and it's 25%, and they're usually a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, and you do normally see them sink a few more of those. Columbia Basin, they're doing a good job trying to take that outside shot away. And so they're not getting as many good looks as they would normally see, but I would expect that three-point shooting to be a little bit better in the second half here.
And what we thought, too, is just being able to read the points off the scoreboard as the game was progressing. It looks like Riley Jamet is the leading scorer for Big Bend.
Yep, with 11 points. And got 2 players with 5. And only one other player has, one player has 4, and Julie Bonner has 1 point. So.
And Jamet, 3 for 6 then from the three-point range is pretty good. She finally caught fire there. And team fouls-wise, how's Big Bend looking there? Anybody in trouble?
No, I think we're doing pretty good in the foul department. I think you're going to want to watch Columbia Basin. They ended up with 10 fouls to close out the half. And if they continue on that, Bob, there, you could see some foul trouble down the road.
Definitely. Well, we're going to step away for a couple minutes to hear some words from our sponsors and be back after this.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-aged children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4 or all-wheel drive. So when you need to drive in challenging conditions, we have your answer with great limited-time savings, including the new 2014 Tundra. Choose from excellent cash back savings, a low-payment lease, or special financing as low as 2.9%. Tundra, ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4 and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, how do you TDM?
Fish taco.
Chicken burrito. No. Chicken taco. I mean,
I want fire on my burrito. I want jalapenos. I want habanero sauce. I want it hot, hot, hot.
Rice, beans, lettuce, tomato, and that is it.
I like nachos. I like nachos.
2 pork tacos with creamy chipotle sauce, and make it a combo.
Love fish tacos.
Gotta be fresh, gotta be fast, gotta be to go, gotta get out of here.
Stop by today and TDM with our new creamy chipotle sauce.
6 years ago, my dad began having issues with headaches, sore throats, and constant fatigue. He tried treating the problem with over-the-counter medications and lots of caffeine. Finally, he talked to his doctor, who confirmed our suspicions. Dad had sleep apnea. He didn't like the idea of using a CPAP, but after trying it one night, he was convinced. We found everything he needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Let's go back to where better ingredients, better pizza first began.
Road trip. Wow, 1984.
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate 30 years of Papa John's. Get a large one-topping pizza for just 30 cents when you buy any large pizza at regular menu price.
30-cent pizza. Now that's pretty cool.
This is what's cool.
No, that's just wrong. Stick to better ingredients.
Better pizza?
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Please.
Hi, I'm Chuck DeMuerler, the new manager at Furniture West. Furniture West has been a part of the Moses Lake community for over 30 years. My team and I have expanded our inventory to meet our customers' needs. We have over 100 recliners in stock. We have a fantastic sleep center with dozens of mattress choices from the best brands in the business. Come see our great kids section with some of the most fun kids furniture you will find anywhere. We are your source for power reclining furniture. Check out our new selection today at 117 West Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake.
Well, these two teams are mixing it up pretty well here tonight, Cody, and you know, there's just a difference of one game between them in the NLAC East Region standings, and really, performing pretty well out here tonight. I think we've probably seen some fewer points on the scoreboard than I think we anticipated, or less I did, because these are two of the top scoring teams in the league, and right now, we've got a total of 65 points in the first half, and that's
you usually see, both these teams can put up, points into the high 70s, maybe low 80s easily. And, but Big Bend, they're only shooting 28, about 28.5% from the field, which is, for Big Bend, at least this year, is way below their average. And you got to think in the second half that, they're going to get hotter, especially being at home here.
Well, and like you said, they can put points on the board. They scored 90 points against Treasure Valley last Saturday.
Yeah.
90-59, I believe, was the score in that game. So they're capable of putting them on the board and quickly. And I'm sure that Coach Wilkes will be telling the team in the locker room, we are only shooting in the 20s percentile there, but, we're not out of this game,
Yeah, 13-point lead. But Columbia Basin, they're going to try and take away that three-point shot. I mean, that was kind of the game plan coming in. They did kind of a pretty good job of it so far. Now, you know, I think you're right. They're going to make some adjustments, and Big Bend's going to come out, and they're going to get probably a few more better looks than they did in the first half.
Well, and you'd think, too, I mean, the Hawks really kind of packed their defense down low and kept Jessica Sorensen, you know, pretty much at bay in the first half there. I think she only had one bucket and maybe a free throw. You know, hasn't been able to really work her magic down low. You know, she's a pretty good post player for the Lady Vikings.
She is, and you're right. She only had 2 buckets in that first half. And I don't think that Columbia Basin can keep that up, though. I don't think they're going to be able to contain Big Bend from the three-point range and also keep them out of the key.
Right, and knowing, too, that Big Bend has to start firing up some shots and hitting those to get back in the ball game, you might see Columbia Basin extend that defense now out a little bit to try to combat that strategy. Yeah, their defense, they've done well. I mean, they've done pretty well. Really, it's just if they can cut down on the turnovers here in the second half. Like I said, they had 15, I believe. Yeah, 15 turnovers in the first half. I thought actually they had more than that. It looked like they had more.
But, you know, I think they're in good shape. They're only 13 points down, and they could easily make that up.
We've got about 2 minutes and 25 seconds before the start of the second half, so we're going to step away for a commercial break and be back after this.
It's a fact. Toyota offers 10 different vehicles with available 4- or all-wheel drive. So when roads are a challenge, we have your answer with great limited time savings, including the best-selling RAV4 right now with APR financing as low as 0%. Or go for the larger Highlander with $1,000 cash back or the same 0% APR. Both ready to take you down winter's toughest roads. Discover Toyota's 4- and all-wheel drives for yourself. Visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
My mom was never comfortable in any of her chairs. Getting in and out of them was hard on her joints. We found a solution at In-Home Medical. They have a great selection of lift chairs. Many cost less than national brand recliners, some even featuring heating and vibration for added comfort. They can take her from a flat sleeping position to nearly standing. We found everything she needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
Just about a minute away now from the start of the second half of action. Big Bend trailing 39-26, but you know, turned the ball over a few too many times, and we're kind of cold from the field. So we'll see if they answer the bell here in the second half.
Yeah, you know, I think it's going to come down to it. You know, it always does between these two teams, and. Yeah, I think we're in for one of those games where you need to buckle your seatbelt here for the second half, Bob.
Well, I'd like to see another exciting finish.
Boy, Dale Casebolt, longtime voice of the Vikings, always interesting the music that he puts together for these games, and it really puts on a good show.
Puts on a good show and gets the crowd involved, and you know, it gives the team a little adrenaline rush, you know, with some of that music, and so
they love it. And I do too. The crowd loves it. You know, we got a couple new camera people too, don't we, today?
Yeah, definitely. You got Vivian Huang, who's usually in the studio helping running the control boards down there on camera 2 down on the floor, and we've got Calvin Stockland over here on the main camera. So
doing a great job. Of course, Spencer Graham, I think he's alone in the studio tonight.
He was last night as well.
Yeah.
Doing a great job there, too. Appreciate all the support.
He's got one of those jobs that takes 3.5 hands to run that board down there. So
you did a good job, Spencer. And there's a three-point shot attempt, and that's just what the Big Bend Lady Vikings needed there.
Boy, that shot looked so good. I think it barely hit the net.
Aubrey Vale with the three-pointer. Gets Big Bend within 10, 39-29, but Columbia Basin answers right back with a bucket there from Sydney Mercer. 41-29, Hawks. Jemet tries to make a move to the hoop, but she's cut off there by High Eagle. Good defense by Columbia Basin right here. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
They'll get it off.
It's Jemet.
Nice offensive board and putback.
Aubrey Vale. Got the first 5 points here, the second half for Big Bend. 41-31, Columbia Basin. Turnover, Hawks. It's LaRue pushing the ball up court for the Lady Vikings over to Sorensen. Sorensen to Vale, back up top to Jemet. Can she hit it? Yes, she does.
And just like that, they got that lead down to just 7 points.
41-34, Big Bend trailing. Nice pass down low, but that shot looks like Elizabeth LaRue might have got a piece of that. Kind of an awkward looking angle that ball took. She had to at least got her finger on that. That foul's going to go against Jessica Sorensen. That's her first of the ball game. The first team foul of the second half for Big Bend. Sydney Mercer on the line for Columbia Basin. Misses the first one.
And no one realized that it was just a one shot because she had made the bucket, and Columbia Basin gets away with a free bucket there.
Right, I was wondering why the time, actually the clock started up while she was at the free throw line for a second shot there, so the scorekeeper had things right.
Yeah.
The refs.
The scorekeeper looked up like, did I just push the right button there or not?
Nice transition bucket there by Big Bend. Sorensen with the 2-point layup there. 47-36, Columbia Basin. Hawks really doing a good job of spreading the floor out there, and leads to an easy bucket down low.
Yeah, that lead back up to 13.
Mercer on the line for the Hawks, and that's the second foul against Sorensen for Big Bend. Free throw's good, 50-36, Columbia Basin. Pull up 3-point by LaRue, doesn't bring any iron. Long pass down court, and a bucket there by Nelson. In the blink of an eye, Columbia Basin is back up by 16, and Preston Wilkes, coach of the Vikings, has seen enough. He's going to call a timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we're going to step away for a commercial break and be back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
DQ $5 lunch. I'm really into it. One thing I can't decide. Is it chicken strips, fries, and a drink with a free sundae, or do you get a sundae with free chicken strips, fries, and a drink? Trick question. Both answers are correct.
Exactly, Sam. It's Fananomics. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. The $5 lunch, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Well, Cody, Big Bend was able to make those adjustments we were talking about coming out of the locker room to start this the second half of play, and got the lead down to 7 points, as you said earlier. But now the tide has turned here a little bit on the Lady Vikings, and they find themselves down by 16. So some quick points there by Columbia Basin.
Yeah, and they got away with a free one there after that free throw. No one moved in to get the ball. And it kind of, I think, threw us off our rhythm there for just a second and let Columbia Basin increase that lead.
So this is a big possession for Big Bend, and There's a turnover. And a steal by Marlett. Gets the ball up the court to Vale. Over to Jamette, makes a nice move to the hoop, pulls up. Got a steal though by Bland there. Columbia Basin, Jessica Sorensen, nice hustle down the floor to knock that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, boy, it's getting physical now though. Referees are letting letting them get away with a little bit more here so far at the start of this second half.
52-36, Columbia Basin, 16 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, you're seeing both teams defensively. They're reaching a little bit more. There's more contact inside the key.
Well, Jessica Sorensen, Riley Jamette kind of got caught off balance there. She looked like she was trying to back away from the Columbia Basin player, but she was whistled for a foul. Inbounds pass. Shot by Mercer, no good. And then we got a whistle going against Elizabeth LaRue for Big Bend. Her second foul of the ball game. That's the fourth team foul on Big Bend. And no team fouls yet in the second half for Columbia Basin. Shannon Blair sinks the first free throw. Sam Orm comes in for LaRue for Big Bend. Second free throw is good by Bland. 54-36. Columbia Basin, 16 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the ball game.
Boy, that was a good start Big Bend had in the second half, but just all of a sudden, Columbia Basin had the lead back up to 18. Now check that, it's 15.
Big bucket there by Sam Orm from behind the arc.
Yenny will kill you from the three-point line.
Yeah, you said that earlier. Nice looking bucket there. 57-39, biggest lead of the night for Columbia Basin. Steal there by Yenny. And Aubrey Vale does well to get down court to avoid a bucket there for the Hawks. That was surely an easy layup. Hustle down the court to knock it out of bounds. Three-point shot attempt there by High Eagle. Little strong. Out of bounds. Ball turned over to Big Bend.
And Columbia Basin, they're going to come out with some pressure again, which worked well for them in the first half. That's what really generated a lot of those turnovers.
Yeah, really preventing Big Bend to get their running game going. Here's a three-point shot attempt by Jamette, and she's knocked to the floor by Yenny.
Boy, that was a good call by the official. Some officials will watch the shot and not keep their eye on the three-point shooter. In that case, kind of got her feet taken out from under her when she was in the air.
Jamette will be on the line here for 1-1, makes the first. That's her 15th point of the ball game. Excuse me, that was a three-point shot. I don't know what I was thinking there. That she has 3 free throws there at the charity stripe, so.
It's a weird night for free throws, isn't it? We can't keep track of 1, 2, or 3, and neither can the players.
Must be something in the air.
Yeah.
57-41. Columbia Basin. Might have got away with a shuffle of the feet there. Nelson
Yeah, I
did.
think there was maybe 2.5 steps on that. But boy, they're getting a second and third chance here.
And here's a long three-point shot attempt by High Eagle. Bounces off the rim.
I think that's going to go against Kelsey Yenny. I do see a few Ephrata High School Lady Tigers out watching Yenny play.
Nice to get local support.
I think I saw their head coach earlier too.
Whistle goes against Jessica Sorensen for the Vikings. That's her third foul of the ball game.
Yeah, you don't want to see her with too many more fouls. She's their leading scorer with 16.
Nice pass down low and a bucket there by High Eagle. 59-41, Columbia Basin. Time ticking away for Big Bend here. Jamette pulls up for the three-pointer and nails another one.
Boy, nice play. Nice shot. Lady Vikes need to drop more of that.
59-44, Columbia Basin. Turnaround jumper, no good by Mercer. Good hustle. Is that Sam Orn? Yeah, good hustle by Orm there to tie up the ball. Possession arrow favors the Hawks. Yeah, Jamette, 19 out of the 44 points for Big Bend. She's having a good night.
Yeah.
Needs some help from her supporting cast, though. Big Ben's going to make a comeback here.
Well, she got the roll on that one. Lead is back up to 17.
Courtney Nielsen with a bucket for Columbia Basin. And there's that defense extending out a little bit there by the Hawks.
Well, you know, the other thing I might do here, Bob, with Columbia Basin playing man-to-man defense, I might just spread out and let Christina just drive to the bucket. She's either going to get a good look because she's so quick, or she's going to draw a foul or both.
Big Ben just can't get a bounce there. That's 5 missed shots in a row. And the key there, 61-44. Now another bucket there by Nelson, 63-44. Columbia Basin. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. Looks like it went off a Hawk. Julie Bonner will inbound the ball for Big Bend. 13 minutes to go in this ball game. Lady Vikings really need to come up with something here. They're going to get back in it, trailing 63-44. Bonner over to Marlett. Can't make a move down low, brings it back up to the top of the key to reset the offense. Pulls up for the three-pointer, no good. Strong rebound and put back by Sorensen. I think she was anticipating maybe a foul there and kind of overshot the rim. Foul on the play there. Looks like the whistle goes against Julie Bonner for Big Bend, her second of the game. 12 minutes, 36 seconds to go in this contest. Big Bend trailing 63-44.
Yeah, Big Bend with 16 fouls, too, to just only 2 for Columbia Basin. Yeah, make that 3.
Yeah, High Eagle there kind of collided with Sorensen down low, and they're scrambling for that rebound. And call could have went either way, and it's lucky for Big Bend that it didn't go against Sorensen.
Yeah.
Sorensen with the jumper, no good.
Tried to tie it up, but Columbia Basin able to get it down court quick.
That's a nice pass there from Sydney Mercer to Lacey French for a bucket for Columbia Basin. Stretches their lead now to 65-44. 11 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this ball game. Cross-court pass there from Bonner to Orm. Orm gets it back up top.
Ooh, nice pass.
Bonner.
Good vision as she drove inside the key there. And she'll go to the foul line.
Foul goes against Lacey French. That's her first of the game. 4th team foul for the Hawks. Jessica Sorensen on the line. shooting 2. Makes the first one, gets Big Ben back within 20. 65-45. Sorensen's second shot rims out. Rebound, Columbia Basin. Passed in down low to DeVue, tries to get it over on the wing there to Shannon Bland, and the ball goes out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover on the Hawks, and Riley Jamette will bring the ball in for Big Ben. Gets it to Marlett. Brings the ball up over the timeline for the Lady Vikings. Calling out a set play here. And Big Ben really needs a bucket here. Not only that, they got to make some stops. I mean,
yeah, they do. They need, and you know, their shooting is a little bit better here in the second half, especially from three-point range. But boy, Columbia Basin College, and you can kind of see why they're ranked #1 in the NWAC.
Yeah,
they can beat you inside or outside.
Bonner with the three-point attempt, no good. Runs down her own rebound. Ten minutes, 23 seconds to go in this game. Big Ben trailing 65-45. Jamette with the 12-footer, no good. Rebound and a putback by Huff, no good. Got a whistle on the play. And it looks like
that's going to go against Big Bend.
Tasha Huff, that's her third foul.
17 fouls, and we got over 10 minutes left.
Not good, especially when you're trailing by 20 points. Can't put the other team on the line and stop the clock. First free throw attempt there by Bland is good. 66-45, Columbia Basin. Second free throw is good as well. 67-45, Hawks.
Yeah, this one seemed to get away from the Lady Vikes in a hurry, and it didn't really seem like they were putting up that many points, but I mean, wow, that lead is back up to, 22. The biggest of the game, when they had it down to just 7.
Yeah, the Hawks were on a 28-19 run there. So, bucket though by Big Ben makes it 67-49. Hawks, 9 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the ball game. Steal by Jamette, coast to coast, lay it off the glass and in.
21 points for that young lady.
67-49, Big Ben trailing. We've got a timeout. Columbia Basin, 30-second timeout. So we're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back. Second half here has really been all Columbia Basin. Unfortunately for the home crowd here, and the home team is Big Ben trails 67-49 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the ball game.
Yeah, the Lady Vikings have been playing better in the second half, but Columbia Basin has kicked it up a couple notches themselves.
Big Ben comes up with the steal there. Marlett to Bonner. Can't get the roll. Put back there by Huff. That doesn't drop. But she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. 67-49, Big Ben trailing. Tasha Huff on the line for 2 free throws here. Misses the first one. Second one is good. 67-50. Columbia Basin. We've got a timeout on the court. 30-second timeout by Coach Wilkes. I think we'll just keep it here.
Boy, basketball fans, we got some high school basketball coming up later this week. I won't be there, but you'll be doing some games, Bob.
We've got one more broadcast on Friday this week. This will be our 3rd broadcast. And we were going to Warden, but we've switched the game now to Moses Lake, and they're taking on Sunnyside. Big game there for the girls team, as they're tied right now with Sunnyside. There's a 3-way tie for first place, and Moses Lake and Sunnyside are right there. So
that should be a good one.
Be a good game, definitely.
And that broadcast, the girls tip off at what time again, Bob?
5:45.
Okay.
5:45.
And then the boys will follow.
Yeah, it's 7:30 or somewhere in that vicinity, depending on how long the game goes in the first one there.
But there you go. Lady Vikings need more of those more of those steals.
Got to convert though too, and that's a tough luck shot there by Jamette. 67-50. Big Ben trailing. 8 minutes, 28 seconds to go in the ball game. That'll be a turnover, Columbia Basin. So Big Ben going to bring the ball down to the Lady Vikings into the court and hopefully get a bucket here and try to get back in it. Seventeen seconds left on the shot clock. Jamette drives and kicks back out to Marlett. And we're going to have a whistle. Foul going to go against Shannon Bland, I guess it is. Second foul.
And the fouls have evened up just a little bit. Big Ben was 7, Columbia Basin was 6.
Long inbound pass there. Marlett pulls up for the 3-pointer, nails it.
And we've got the lead down to just 14 points, which is what it was at halftime.
67-53. Columbia Basin, 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the ball game, and Big Ben's really going to pretty much have to put it up every time they come down court.
I'm noticing Lady Vikings doing a much better job helping each other out on defense, and they're hitting the boards a little better too. But like you said, they're just not able to finish down at the other end of the court.
And that foul goes against Julie Bonner for Big Ben, her 3rd of the contest, and that is Sydney Mercer on the line. No good. On the front end of the 1-on-1. Big Ben has the numbers. Marlett pulls up for the soft roller, and bucket's good. Big Ben within 12 now.
9 points for Lady Vikings point guard.
67-55. Hawks. Just under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Plenty of time for Big Ben.
Yeah, they've cut the lead down to just 12 points. And Columbia Basins, they're going to take a timeout and talk this over.
Yeah, Coach Holden didn't like what she saw going out on there, so we've got a break in the action. Is that a full timeout?
It's a full timeout.
Yeah, we got a full timeout, so we're going to step away and take a commercial break, and we'll be back after this.
Give your car the bath of a lifetime at Glass House Car and Dog Wash. Our personal attendants will focus on your vehicle's needs, and our new touchless technology guarantees the best wash possible. And as always, our tire scrubbers and rim spray will increase the life of your tires and leave them gleaming. Water spots don't fly here. We will hand dry your vehicle every time. Get in, get out, get clean at the Glass House Car and Dog Wash, located at 914 North Stratford Road in Moses Lake.
Love Quiznos Floasted subs.
You mean toasted?
No, I mean floasted. They toast it to bring out the sub's awesome flavor. So, flavor, toasted, floasted. It's my genius new catchphrase.
Yeah. This is so floasted. Exactly.
Get floasted with Quiznos new bourbon steak sub. Black Angus steak and smooth bourbon sauce. Quiznos. Toasty.
Shaping up to be a pretty good second half here. Big Ben creeping back in it now, only trailing by 12, 67-55.
Yeah, they made it a little bit more of a game. Let's see if they can keep it up. You know, it almost made you think. I mean, they were down at one time at 18 points.
That bucket by Bland pushes the lead back up to 14 now, 69-55, Columbia Basin. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And they're just not giving Big Bend anything down low.
No.
And really not that much of a disparity in height on the teams, you know, so it's kind of surprising Big Bend hasn't been able to generate more points out of the paint.
Yeah, you know, early on in this first half, Columbia Basin did a better job closing in when Big Bend tried to get the ball down inside. And Lady Vikings doing, they're kind of doing the same thing now in the second half. Much better job on defense. Just need a few more points.
Jeanette makes one, Jeanette that is, makes one of the first two free throws here. Sinks the last one, so 69, back to 12 points, 69-57. Columbia Basin, 6 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, still plenty of time.
And turnover, Hawks. Important trip down the court here for the Vikings.
Now this is a situation where, you know, I'm sure Coach Wilkes is happy to have some three-point shooters on his team. When you're down by...
That was a great drive to the hoop and a dish off by Julie Bonner, but Huff couldn't convert that layup. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if they can get a three-pointer here and get within 9 and 6 minutes still to go in the game, they have a real good shot at pulling this out.
Yeah, still plenty of time. Inside 6 minutes now.
Not
another.
Jeanette trying to get the ball over there to Orm, but not enough on that pass. And near turnover there, but Big Ben able to maintain possession. Pass down low to Sorensen, and
nice
layup
play.
off the glass. 2 points.
That's the way you draw it up.
Big Ben back within 10 points now, trailing 69-59. 5 minutes, 39 seconds to go. That's a tough luck foul there. It looked like Sorensen had both arms up in the air.
Yeah, maybe just got, well, she was moving a little bit. Maybe got her with the body is what the ref was seeing.
That's too bad. That's her 4th foul of the game, so we'll see if Coach Wilkes keeps her in the ball game. Free throws good there by Depew. It's Columbia Basin up 72-59. 5 minutes, 26 seconds to go. Horn with the pull-up jumper, no good. Long pass down court. Ball
Lady
goes
Vikes weren't going to be fooled again by that.
Good hustle by half the team down there. I think Aubrey Vale got a hand on that and knocked it out of bounds. 72-59, Columbia Basin. 5 minutes to go. Turnaround jumper at the free throw line's good by Mercer. Pretty balanced scoring out of the Hawks here tonight.
Yeah, they've spread it around real well.
Several players in double figures. And that ball's going to go out of bounds off the foot of a Hawk, so Aubrey Vale will put the ball in play for Big Bend.
And Marlatt has come back in for Big Bend. That's going to give them a little bit more speed. Another shooter from that three-point line.
Foul goes against Cindy Mercer there for Columbia Basin. That's her third. It puts Jessica Sorensen on the line, shooting 1-1 for Big Bend, and doesn't get the roll, but gets the rebound. Jamette for three, no good. Nice hustle by Vale to come away with that board. Pass by Marlett. Shot by Vale. She's fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And that's probably going to be her 4th foul.
So we got a couple of players down there in a little bit of trouble. 4 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the ball game. Big Bend trailing 74-60 on that made free throw by Aubrey Vale. Makes both of them. 74-61. Full court pressure now by the Lady Vikings. .15 seconds on the shot clock. Yenny looked like she got away with a push on the arm as she was driving to the hoop, but the whistle is going to go against Big Ben, Aubrey Vale. That's her second foul of the contest.
Yeah, and that's probably the last person you want to send to the free throw line is Kelsey Yenny.
Makes the first one and puts Columbia Basin up 75-61. Yeah, I don't think she's missed yet from the
I don't
charity
think
strike.
she has.
76-61. Hawks, 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this ball game. Big Ben needs to make a big push here. 3-point shot by Vale, no good. Hawks out and running. Shot attempt up by Mercer, no good. Whistle on the play. Foul goes against Jamette. That is her 4th foul, so we've got a couple of Lady Vikings now in trouble here.
Yeah, and it just happens to be their 2 leading scorers of the game.
First free throw is good by Mercer, 77-61, Columbia Basin. Makes them both, 78-61. 3 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Vale on the wing, looking for a cutting Jamette. Back up top to Riley. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Turnover, Big Ben. .78-61. Steal, Aubrey Vale. Over to Marlett. Can't quite get a handle on that. A little too much on the pass.
Yeah, turnovers are starting to to come back.
Been a real bugaboo here for the Lady Vikings tonight. It's uncharacteristic of the team. Just an off outing here for Big Bend. 78-61. Columbia Basin. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Turnaround jumper in the key, no good by Mercer. Fight for the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball. Seems like that possession arrow has been in favor of the Hawks the whole second half.
Does.
I don't know, has it changed yet?
I don't know. Maybe the light bulb is broken on the other side. I'm not sure.
I mean, really, they've gotten the last 3 jump balls. 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go. I hate to say it, but it looks like this was in the can for Columbia Basin. Rebound and a putback by Lindsay Oswald is no good, but she's going to go to the line for 2 shots. That foul goes against Aubrey Vale, her 3rd of the contest. Oswald makes the first one. 79-61, Columbia Basin. Second one good as well, and doing a good job from the free throw line too tonight.
And you know, I think you're gonna see this Columbia Basin team go deep into the postseason tournament.
Desperation time now for the Lady Vikings, trailing 80-61. That 3-point attempt by Jamette was no good. Nice steal there by Jamette. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. 80-61. Columbia Basin. Drive to the hoop and a dish off to Sorensen. Turnaround jumper, no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for 2 shots. Got some pretty long faces over there on the Vikings bench.
Yeah. But, you know, I think they had some trouble getting into a rhythm tonight. And, you know, I think if you match these 2 teams up again, it might be a different story.
Well, both teams, you know, have over 15 games under their belt. And, you know, this is just the 5th league contest of the seasons for both, so got a lot of ball left to play.
They do.
For Big Bend.
Yeah. And, you know, I would expect to see Big Bend in the NWAC postseason tournament. They are talented.
Yeah, they'll be right there. Just a little stumble here tonight. That's a steal by Sorensen, her 2nd one. See if she gets back-to-back buckets here, and she does. 80-66, Columbia Basin, minute 33 to go. We got a whistle going against the Lady Vikings. Like Marlett got caught there trying to tip the ball away.
Well, and that's about what you have to do at this point. I mean, you got to take a few risks there, generate some turnovers.
Definitely have to. Just time's gotten away from him here. Kelly Ross sinks both of her free throws. 82-66. Hawks, a minute 28 left to go. Pass down low to Sorensen. She kicks it back out on the wing to Vale. Vale back to Sorensen down low and gets the bounce and the roll. 6 points in a row by Sorensen.
Yeah, she's got 17 in the ball game now.
82-68. Columbia Basin, a minute to go.
And they're going to call the offensive foul on that one.
(82-68). Big Bend trails. Under a minute to go now in the ball game. Sorensen with the pull-up jumper from 8 feet, no good. Can't quite track down a rebound. We're going to have a reach-in foul go against Vail there. And then we'll put Ross on the line for 2 free throws, both teams in the double bonus. 40 seconds left to go in the game. Big Bend trailing 82-68. One of the few misses at the line tonight for Columbia Basin.
You're right, they haven't missed very many.
Looking pretty solid, really. Got to hand it to him.
Yeah.
Free throw is good. Second attempt there by Ross. 83-68.
Well, let's see if the Lady Vikings are going to start launching some from three-point range.
Gonna do something, and there's Vail with the shot. No good. There's Yenny with the rebound. 20 seconds to go. 83-68. Columbia Basin. Shot clock off. 12 seconds on the game clock. And no sense in, well, I was just going to say no sense in fouling there by Big Ben, but that whistle goes against Aubrey Vail.
Yeah, they're able to fit in one more foul. Squeeze one more in.
And that'll be her 5th, so almost got away with playing the whole ball game, but good effort by her tonight.
Yeah. Came up just 6.1 seconds shy.
It's Courtney Nelson on the free throw line for the Hawks. Makes the first one 84-68. Big Ben trailing. 6 seconds to go in the ball game. 85-68. Three-point shot attempt, no good at the buzzer. And that's gonna do it for our first game here tonight. Big Ben kind of stumbled out of the gate and really couldn't get anything going as far as on a consistent basis. Tried to fight back, but came up short here tonight, 85-68. So don't go away though. We've got the Running Vikes coming up in about 15 minutes.